Okay, so I got this question the other day about being in recovery and not feeling hungry. And I think this is such a great topic, and I may have to do an entire podcast or at least a part 1 and part 2 in the Reels format because I have so much to say about this. And it's also a very nuanced topic because obviously I don't know all the details of what this person is feeling. Huge disclaimer, like what I am about to say may not resonate with you. It may. All I can ever do is share my own experience and share about experiences that I have learned from other people. So I think when it comes to recovery and not feeling hungry, for me personally, in the beginning of my eating disorder recovery, kind of like all throughout my eating disorder, not never, but I rarely felt physically hungry. And I think that this lack of physical hunger can lead to a lot of self-doubt around whether you should eat or how much you should eat or when you should stop eating, because there's this belief of, I need to be physically hungry. Only then, do I have the permission to eat? And this is what holds us back. And this is why, this question of what should I do in recovery if I'm not physically hungry? It's because of that limiting belief of I'm not supposed to eat if I'm not physically hungry. But here is where mental hunger comes in. Because mental hunger, aka constantly thinking about food, constantly thinking about exercise, because then you need to balance out the food, eating breakfast while thinking about lunch, while thinking about dinner, reading books, so trying to focus on anything only to have your thoughts drift off into thinking about food. Mental hunger is so important to honor and listen to in recovery. So even though you may not feel physically hungry, if you are experiencing mental hunger, that's probably even more important to listen to than physical hunger. Because as I explain in my book, How to Beat Extreme Hunger, and in my Extreme Hunger course, which you can find all the links on my website, livelabelfree.com, as I explain in these resources, mental hunger is way more cost efficient energetically than physical hunger. So the fact that you're not experiencing physical hunger, but you are experiencing mental hunger is actually just more of a sign that you need to eat more. Again, I know this topic is very highly nuanced because for a lot of people with ARFID, there genuinely may not be physical or mental hunger. I hope this is helpful. And if you have any other questions for me that you'd like to answer in an upcoming video, be sure to drop them in the comments below or send me a DM.